sees what they desire, they're usually called a 3 or 4 letter slurs, because society, or boys in high school, view women who know what they want and go after it as being easy, loose, or promiscuous, which I don't believe in any of those words, because that's not how women work. So our society rewards men for pursuing, conquering, and getting what they want. If a woman tried to behave the way men are expected to behave, they're labeled certain words. And you don't want to be called those words, even if you don't believe in them. And when we as a society, and in all major religions, strip away women being the center point of their own story, and then relegate them to the sidelines to be a side character in their own story of waiting to be pursued, because that is what they're told is the only acceptable way to approach marriage, having a family, and becoming an adult. Because in any church I was in, you weren't considered an adult or somebody worthy of respect and worth the time of day unless you were married or had kids. I don't know of a single pastor in 7 churches that wasn't married and had kids. And Christianity robs women a lot of their ability to pursue their desires. In every church I've been to, in 3 major denominations, women have been downplayed to the point where they have no agency. They're not allowed to ask questions in a combined Sunday school class. They're told to go home and ask your husband in private. They're not seen as equal. They're not seen as somebody who has anything to bring to a table besides children, domestic labor, and being a wife. And there's nothing wrong with being a wife, being a mother, but when that's all you're allowed to pursue, and you never know if that's your pursuit that you want, because that's really all you've been programmed to want, women can live their whole lives and they never feel safe in their own skin or comfortable. A lot of Christian teachings do teach and encourage mutual sexual fulfillment within marriage, heterosexual straight marriage, emphasizing both partners are obligated to give to each other rather than enduring the other's demands. Sex is what we would call consensual. It's an act of selfless love. It's not a duty to be suffered. It's a conjugal right to express and to assist without coercion. Unfortunately, in a lot of denominations that are very conservative, 1 Corinthians 7 paints a picture that everyone is obligated to meet their spouse's needs. That the only reason you should not partake in fulfilling your marital duties is if you're sick or if you're praying and fasting. The Bible never addresses asexual married people. Sex is always something that is required. Even though many liberal or woke Christian denominations view sex as something that is a blessing and a gift, a lot of the much older conservative fundamentalist denominations view sex as something that is required. And men use the idea of not getting their needs met as an excuse to cheat or act without integrity. My mother would counsel many of the women, straight women, who was at 4 different Baptist churches, and their husbands used the concept of